atmosphere, Froggies. I really feel right at home now. Woo! Yeah, so guys, as you can tell, Fansworld has officially opened right now. We're ready to rock and roll. We got Froggies busting out their fog as per usual. You know, thank you for being the providers of the atmosphere here. If you can't tell, we have really awesome badges for Fansworld. I am Baroness Tabby, Composite effects. And just as you can tell, we have really awesome our lanyards right here that I'm modeling for you. This is one of the free swag pieces that you'll get when you place an order. You would have gotten it when you came and saw us at the trade show, but since Fansworld is coming to you, we are bringing them to you. So, now that it's noon, now that you've had some time to adjust to our schedule and our live streams, you know it's still a little foggy in here, so bear with me, I apologize. But I want to highlight some of our awesome paint schemes on some classic masks that we have. So behind me, as you can see, we have our very favorite imp, one of our icon characters, done up in two different paint variations of his porcelain clown. Normally you see him with like the red and the blacks, or sometimes you see him with purple and black. We went a little bit more crazy over here, and we went with some Mardi Gras colors, and as well as just some other fun colors for this guy. So we have the exact same mask, just painted a little bit different, and one has hair and one doesn't. Speaking of hair, one of our most popular mask variations is our Tessa Zombie version of Roxy. So normally she's got bright, vibrant green hair. This time we've changed it up a little bit. She's got a little bit more of a strawberry blonde hair going on. And she's got some very custom bows, some very cute custom bows, as you can see. Something you may not know is that her makeup, most of her makeup is UV reactive. So if you are looking for something that's a little bit more UV reactive, something that has a little bit more of a pop, we can definitely do that as well. Moving up, as you can see here, we have our Dracul done up like an albino bat. So he has some very pink and red and warm tones going on in there, as well as the pale warm white overall paint scheme. To the left, I guess our left, but her right, Typhoid Mary. So a lot of people love Typhoid Mary, but they also love Silent Hill. So we brought the best of both worlds together. So we have done a very special paint job on her to make her more like the nurses from Silent Hill. We've also added some blood drips down here on the back, as well as some very fine vein detailing down here for you. On the other side of that, got a good look on her? Any questions so far?
How about a Batman mask?
That will be, you will see some fun, other fun modifications. This is paint jobs. You'll see modifications in a little bit here.
Later on.
Yeah, Brian is loving it.
Yes, of course.
Go over our schedule a little bit on how this is going to work throughout the day.
Throughout the day or throughout the week?
Well, throughout the week, yeah, both.
Well, so long story short, we're going to be going live every day this week. We are in Louisiana. I didn't mention that on our very first broadcast. So our time zone is Central. So when I say noon, 2 o'clock, and 4 o'clock, that means Central Time, since we're in Louisiana. So you guys might need to adjust your time frames depending on where you are. That being said, we're going to go over a few different things throughout the week. We're going to highlight certain things. So right now we're highlighting our wonderful paint schemes and highlighting
right now
Josh.
It's paint schemes.
That's Josh, if you aren't familiar with him. He is what we call our technical director, our senior technical director, because he handles a lot of the technical aspects of what we do here at CFX, as well as puts the masks on and, you know, has a lot of fun that way too. But we are going to be going over paint schemes today, right now, during this broadcast. At 2, I believe we're going to go over a few different modifications, as well as bring out a new mask or two to show you guys, and as well do a movement video on. I think at 4 o'clock we're going to go over maybe some of the swag that you guys are going to get, and maybe some licensed items. So periodically throughout the week, like I said, during our live streams, we're going to go over a few different things. We're going to highlight certain things. We're going to talk about guts. Don't worry, we're going to get to your guts and your body parts. We may also talk about female masks versus male masks, seeing the fit difference there, and why we have two different variations of masks.
This is 3 pounds of guts for whoever asked.
In case you're wondering about guts, we have plenty of guts.
And that's exactly 3 pounds.
Yes, 3 pounds, right here. Any other questions so far?
We'd love to see movement on the Roxy when we can. Obviously, it wouldn't be the haired version of her, but we will work on that.
Yeah, so just because she's got so much hair going on, it's going to be hard for us to put her on Knopf. However, we do have another variation of her that we can put on and show you how she moves, and you'll get the same movement out of her no matter what hair or paint scheme you have going on.
Maximus Christian Bryant says, hey, Tabitha.
Hi! Yeah, we like if you guys just want to say hi, see what we're up to. Later on this week, I think either midweek or by the end of the week, we're going to have a big old party here at CFX, do a crawfish boil. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of fun that time.
Question, how much would it be to make a likeness of a person, and would they own the rights to that mask?
You would own the rights, yes.
Yeah, if...
Ken, the owner of CFX, is going to jump in here and
Hey
answer.
guys, Ken here. So somebody just asked about doing some likeness and whatnot.
So basically to make a mask that looks like Ken.
Not to make a mask that looks like Ken, but somebody else that does not look like Ken. Yeah, you can, if you commission a custom mask, you own the rights to it. We always own the mold, but you're the only one that can have that mask made. You can use it however you want to use it, in whatever production you want to use it, so on and so forth. Yeah.
All right.
In that regard, there are specific costs that come into that. So in order to get into that, feel free to shoot us an email, send us, even give us a call. We'll get into a little bit more of the specifics of that, because it's a little bit different than how we just sell our normal masks.
Can we paint the guts a different color?
Absolutely. Not in my hand right now. Our UV guts. So we have guts that are this crazy vibrant green, which look toxic or UV. So if you're doing that kind of escape room or that kind of scene in a haunted attraction, or even just want them for fun photo shoot cosplay purposes, we can absolutely paint them different. We can paint them darker.
And we'll actually be having this setup. We're going to change this setup over to UV probably tomorrow for tomorrow's noon show.
Yep.
And just have all the black lights on and all the UV reactive guts and masks.
All the
that
UV
kind of
and glow-in-the-dark shenanigans will be tomorrow. But yes, absolutely, to answer your question, these can be painted different.
Also, Jake, Brett is mulling around here somewhere.
Brett has to work unlike the rest of us.
Right, yeah.
Someone's got to keep
gotta
the
work.
shop
We get to
running.
play.
We're over here at Fansworld having fun. Brett's got to keep the shop running. Oh no!
Jake!
And a special drive-by appearance by Brett.
There'll be guest star appearances all week.
All right, I gotta throw these guts at somebody real quick. Hold on, there we go. All right, so I did really briefly want to talk about our LSU Con. If you came and saw us at HauntCon, you would have seen con. Well, that's a lot of cons in one word, in one phrasing. Con! A lot of people ask, obviously, all the time about custom paint jobs. Con is one of my favorites to do different paint jobs on. We've done them as a lion. Obviously, his tiger is his most popular scheme. We've done him as a leopard. Right now, obviously, we're based in Baton Rouge. LSU has been doing fantastic these last few years, especially last year, since they won.
I graduated from LSU.
And Ken graduated from LSU. Way to throw in your 2 cents there.
Right.
We obviously wanted to pay homage to our hometown team and the fact that our masks are super versatile. So some of you may not know that we went out to one of the last Tiger tailgates that they had at LSU Stadium before they went to the CFP Championships. And we went out there with this variation of con and just a regular Bast and Tiger. Guys, I can't tell you, we couldn't go 2 feet without being swamped. So if you're looking for any kind of mascot character, like if you have like a softball team or a basketball team, or you just want to support your love for your favorite team, a lot of the times our mask can be painted in that paint scheme. So obviously we got the purple stripes up there. A tiger really can change a stripe, so if you want them a little bit more vibrant orange, kind of like Tony the Tiger or Crimson, that kind of thing, we can absolutely do that. Let's see, what else we got going on up here? Or down here. Let's go down to the lower shelves here.
No.
A lot of you know Belial, but a lot of you may not know Bearded Dragon Belial. One of our painters, Sarah, wanted to highlight a little bit of a different, fun paint scheme. So we have our Bearded Dragon variation of Belial. You can see his desert tan colorings and the reds and the light oranges in there. Just one of the many variations that we can do on Belial. I personally love this one because for me, those bone or light colored horns just stand out like so much. They have like such a vibrant pop to them. But yeah. And if you guys follow us consistently on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you would have seen this variation of Pandora doing our Valentine's Day photo shoot. That was me and Josh hamming it up for you guys in that photo shoot. We always have a lot of fun over here. We made her as a little bit of a different variation of Pandora. Normally she doesn't have these super dark features on her horns, excuse me, on her facial horns or her lips. But personally I think she's really cool. She has a little bit of a badass attitude going on there. So if you're looking for somebody to partner with a regular Belial, not necessarily this bearded dragon variation, Pandora is your match, baby. And we did bring this fantastic version of Nadia to Transworld with us last year. But, you know, with her really cool gold crackle paint scheme she's got going on that fades from that back right there, she's a demon ready to roll over anybody's hell, in my opinion. So
yes, they do fit larger heads.
Yes, they do. Is there any other questions over there?
Nope.
Nope.
So far, people are just enjoying it.
Yay! Enjoy! But yeah, to expand on that question a little bit more, the masks are one size fits most. So we have a head circumference for the male fit and the female fit, so that they fit a little bit different. But sometimes males fit better in the female fit, and sometimes females fit better in the male fit. It really depends on the head circumference of you and then the mask itself. But the masks are made out of silicone, and the beauty of silicone is their durability and that they stretch. So 8 times, 9 times out of 10, this mask is going to stretch and slide over your head, no problem whatsoever. Let's see. What else would we like to talk about? Behemoth. Okay, so a lot of you guys are not sure how to do behemoth. You know, we've got some basic.
The sale is for all items right now. Anything you order on the website. Doesn't have to be in stock. All items.
Yes. So
Free shipping during this Fansworld sale. Just answering some questions as we go along here. I'll let Tabby talk again in a second. But yeah, free shipping right now. Take advantage of the special. It's usually about a $45 to a $65 cost. So with the $100 off and that free shipping, you're saving quite a bundle.
Absolutely. You know, this is the type of deal that we normally send to, or excuse me, that we extend to our trade show attendees. It's normally $75 off or $100 off, depending on the variety there. But we want to make sure that we are still offering these amazing deals to you guys. So yes, we're doing $100 off full masks and gloves. We are also doing $50 off the the hood style masks, and there are also discounts on guts and whatnot.
It is domestic shipping. Call us for international shipping. We will credit what the domestic fees would be to your international shipping costs.
Yes, so it is domestic shipping for free shipping.
Hold on one second. I'm trying to read all these here.
You guys got questions?
Let's
We're
see.
working on it.
How can you combat sweating and tips for long use wear?
Well, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, no, go ahead and do that one, and then we'll go over and we'll show gluttony. I
Okay.
grabbed gluttony. Someone wanted to see
I
gluttony.
know somebody had messaged me about gluttony and if we were going to bring him to the show. So real quick to backtrack, sweat. You're going to sweat. That's just unfortunately the nature of the beast. However, to combat sweat, you can either wear a balaclava, a kind of wicking material to help absorb that sweat in the mask, or honestly, take a few breaks. You know, the beauty of these masks is that they're silicone and they stretch, is it's easy on and easy off. Make sure you stay hydrated. That is obviously the most important thing. But take as many breaks as you need to. Take the mask off, give yourself a quick breather.
Put the mask in a cooler.
Put the mask in a cooler, put it in a cold bucket of water, in a fridge. If you have that ability, it's not going to hurt the mask. Give yourself a little bit of break. Pull that mask back out. It should be back to neutral just like you. Put the mask back on, you're good to go. And for lengthy wear times, me personally, I have worn one for about 6 hours, no problem. I did have to take 2 or 3 5-10 minute breaks at the most. Then again, I've also been wearing these masks for quite a few years here, going almost on 10 years I've been in and out of these masks. So it's just getting used to wearing the mask. A lot of people aren't used to having all that material that close to their face for a long length of time. So just getting used to wearing the mask, getting comfortable wearing the mask, getting comfortable performing different things in the mask.
How much does the mask cost? And is free shipping to only masks or all products?
Free shipping is on gloves and masks only right now. I believe we are trying to work out some other kind of good deals for you guys on the guts and whatnot. But the free domestic shipping is only on guts and masks right now. What was the other question?
How much does the mask cost?
Prices vary. So most of our masks start at about $5.75 and go up from there. An example of $575 is Dracul right here. So he's $575. I believe this Typhoid Mary may be a smidge more because she is a custom paint with the blood, but roughly $575. So that's a little bit more pricey. Normally, Tessa Zombie is about $1,300 because of all of that hair work. That hair is all hand punched, so she is definitely on the higher end of things. If you don't want her with hair, but just want clown makeup, she's about $650 or so.
And then you could use a wig.
Yes, and then you can absolutely use a wig. I think that's what Brian's going to be doing over there at Midnight Mayhem. I know he's already tried to put an order in for Roxy with a custom clown paint job, so I'm excited to see what that looks like, babe.
Bradley's watching.
Hi, Bradley! You're doing amazing things over there for all your scenic building. I'm really proud of you. Can't wait to see what they're doing down there in Universal. I see you. I see what you're doing.
Show Gluttony.
Oh, Gluttony, yes. Here, I'll pick him up for you. So Gluttony, he is our sin of gluttony. Normally, he doesn't come with all his really gross blood. I love him with a really gross blood. Yeah, sin of gluttony. He is a little bit of one of our heavier masks. I wouldn't say the heaviest mask. I think that was when we had Groot. Oh my lord. But he is a little bit on the heavy side. He also does have eye holes, ear holes, nose holes, and obviously a mouth hole. But he is a little bit, no, I wouldn't say complicated, but he is a little bit more specific to have to see out of. You got to be a little bit more aware of your surroundings versus if you were wearing something like the Imp mask. But personally, yeah, he's one of my favorites with that blood on him. I think it just gives him so much more of a vicious look there. And this gross chicken skin slimy.
Bring his veining up into the camera a little bit. Just show him off a little bit. There you go.
See all that
spin him
veining
around.
down up in there? Yeah. Oh, he's got a hair right there. Like, do we want to do any demos right now? I don't know if people are asking to see anything.
No, I mean, we are available to try the masks on. If we'll do live movement on them. If anyone wants that, you got to ask. So I'm not going to just run around and jump through a mask.
Yeah.
Can I see the purple and aqua green Imp mask?
This guy?
Yeah, bring that here. I'll slide in closer to you.
Honestly, I shared him and our Venetian mask during Mardi Gras. Personally, this purple and this greenish color are some of my favorite colors. So I obviously really like this mask. But he's just our porcelain clown imp in specific colors. We can do custom color schemes on these masks. So if you have something specific in mind, let us know. Usually it's easiest to shoot us an email with what you've got in mind, but we can make your dreams come true. And your question.
Do we rent and do we have any Gray Centiprides in stock?
Unfortunately, no, we do not rent, to answer your first question. Just because of the nature of the material and because it's a little bit tricky. But no, right now we do not offer rentals of our masks. It's something we are thinking about trying to do, trying to offer, but there's a lot of logistics and nuances that go on with that. In terms of having the Grayson of Pride in stock, not that I'm aware of. I definitely need to double check. We may have one. If you hold tight, I can check my handy dandy list. Give me 30 seconds. I think Josh right here, real quick, is going to show you how this gluttony mask works. You're perfect right there.
All right, gluttony.
There you go, yeah. So as you can see, you have a full range of movement, full range of motion. How do you hear well? Can you see well?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see you.
We can hear you too.
Good. You can hear me. Yeah, this is a good mask. It's very comfortable. Yeah. I don't know. Am I supposed to dance with it on?
Yeah.
Just do.
Do a shimmy. Do a shimmy. Yeah.
But yeah, there it is. Just as easy to take it off. Bam. Just like that.
And Jake, to answer your comments, I think everybody has a crush on Brett's, let's be honest. And I do not believe we have any Grayson of Prides in stock right now. However, our sale does apply to made-to-order masks. So our Transword sale is normally extended just to the trade show floor, and usually just what we have in stock, but we are extending that to all masks. So all items we have in stock, as well as made-to-order items, will receive that $100 off, as well as that free shipping, free domestic shipping. So yeah, if you want to place an order, now is the time to do it.
There was a request to try on the Tessa Zombie.
Okay.
But
Can't do it.
We don't have the demo available right now.
Yes, so
but that at 2 o'clock we will demo that for you.
At 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, we will make sure we pull on more masks so we can do a bigger demo at that point.
Can we show the best way to remove a mask from a head form?
Sure. Do we have one?
Just grab one that's on a full head form.
Yes. I would love a little stand.
Just one of the imps.
Well, no, but better to demonstrate. Actually, can you just wheel? Cool. Yeah, we're gonna do this for you because we know it does get a little bit tricky. It's a fine art sometimes. There's a little bit of finessing. Also, being able to do it for so many years, I've kind of gotten a hang of it, but it is a little tricky. Putting it on and taking it off can be cumbersome sometimes. So let us do. Here comes the cart. Here comes the cart.
Where's all my Price is Right showgirls to push things into place?
Right? We apparently have lost our showgirls today.
Take off the product inventory list right there.
Right, I'm gonna wheel it back. We know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm gonna put my Fansworld badge behind me. All right, ready to rock and roll? So we're taking them off the head form.
Taking them off a head form.
Basically, what I like to do is I start with the back of the hip. I tuck my hands underneath up to the back side of the cranium of the mask, and I keep the bib as flipped up as possible. And I get my hands as far as in there as I can until I get to the top of the mask, right there where my fingers are. Use your body to support the head form, and peel that bad boy right off. Ta-da!
All right, well, since you're doing it,
now
you got to put it back on and show them how to put it back on.
So same thing. Sometimes you can do it on the ground if you know your ground surface is clean. I like to do it on a table. That way I'm kind of chest height with it because once again, you use your body, you use your chest to kind of hold the head form against you. So almost the exact same as taking it off. You want to flip that bib up there. And just like you were putting the mask on you want to make sure that its facial features line up with the facial features of the mask. So the eyes, the nose, and mouth are in that same area. Same like you're putting it on, stretch it as far as you need to. For me, I usually start with the forehead so I can use my body. Pull it back, pick up that head form, brace it. Pull the rest of that face forward. Pull your hands out. And sometimes you gotta need to do a little bit of massaging and shimmying into place. Just like you need to do when you put the mask on. So, and there you go.
Our masks are reinforced around any of the openings and key areas.
Let me turn this guy inside out so I can even show you.
We'll let her get that open, and I'm going to try and answer some of these questions because we're falling behind a little bit on them. Let's see here. You guys coming out with any new clowns in the near future? Meaning not what you already have. Any of our new masks can be clown paint jobs can be added to them.
We do clown paint jobs on almost any of our masks with the exception of the licensed items. We do have a mask that we are going to hopefully be sculpting soon that is a little variation of clown.
Any military discounts?
Not right now. We're working on seeing what we can do for that, guys.
Will the Transworld discounts be available for custom orders? Asking for a friend. Miss you guys. That's Robert Pinkston.
Hi, Robert. Yes, so custom order / made to order masks. So if you need to call in and you need a specific paint job or you want to add horns or hair or wounds to certain areas, absolutely. So it's any orders from now until Friday. We'll have that full mask, $100 off, $100 off of the gloves as well.
We're also talking about if you want a full custom mask. I'm talking custom sculpt. Yes. You own the mask. You own every rights to the mask. We are talking about giving a discount. We haven't firmed that up. Ken and I and Brett, we're all talking about it. Give us a call if you're interested in doing something like that. We'd be more than happy to work with you right now. Now would be the time to do it while the shop is very motivated. But yeah, so if you do want a complete custom, that's something that's not in our catalog, something that you've designed, that you've always wanted. We can do custom one-offs of just about anything. We'll hold the mold here in-house for you and then run copies of it for whatever you need it. But that's fun. I did interject.
So, before we get into too many other questions, I did want to show you the different areas of this mask where they are reinforced. I don't know if you want me to come closer. I don't know if you want to come closer.
Yeah, come a little bit closer.
Okay. So, In areas like right here near the ears, you can see where there's a little bit of reinforcement here. Let me actually just put my hand in here. Around the eyes, you can see where that white meshing, that material is there. Right there, in there around the mouth as well. So it's a little, I'm sure it's a little hard to see because it's white and the mask is white.
And this is also a good opportunity to show off the finishing of our masks. You can see that they look just as good on the inside as they do on the outside. Everything's completely finished. You don't have any unsightly holes or patchwork or anything.
No bubbles or anything like that. So.
We take a lot of pride in our masks. Every mask gets hours and hours and hours of individual handwork done to it. Yeah. All right. There were some questions. We had some other questions. Let's see here. Hold on one second. Let me find out where I was. Amanda had to go sign her lease. She'll be back soon.
Okay, bye, Amanda. Love you.
Bye, Amanda. Let's see. Longtime fan. Can we see one of the human masks up close? Thank you and keep up the great work. Yeah, I will grab one of those in just a couple of seconds here if you give us some time. We covered mask being reinforced. See, I ordered a custom mask just before Transworld. Can I get the swag bag when it ships?
Yes,
Craig,
send us an email.
Craig Moreno, yeah. Talk to Tabby.
It was Craig?
Yeah, Craig Moreno.
Craig. I think we've chatted on Facebook and or Instagram. Shoot an email over to Jonathan. Let him know that, yeah, you have placed your order. You should know, obviously, because he sent you that invoice. But let him know that, hey, you're really interested in that swag that we're doing for the Fansworld show. We could definitely throw some stuff in there for you.
Let's see here. Do you recommend using talc for ease of pitting the mask back on for head forms, storage on and off head forms?
Yeah, I do in that regard, just because it will help with any static cling or stickiness of the silicone on that head form. Yeah, putting some talc in that mask before putting on the head form, definitely a good thing.
What is our warranty?
Well, we don't have a specific warranty. Our masks are designed to last you for a really long time. The silicone is rated to last, over 20 years. We've been in business for over 13 years, and so far we haven't had too many issues. Sorry, Josh is wheeling the guts over here.
Hold on. 5 pounds of guts for the price of 4? Where are they? There they are, right there. Bam! Seriously.
But to go back to your question, we don't offer a warranty. But if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns with your mask or your product, reach out to us. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're doing, how you're feeling, how the product is doing, and we'll be in touch with you and we'll let you know what we can do. We do offer repairs in-house. We also sell repair kits. So if there's ever any issue with the mask and you need it fixed, shoot us an email with some pictures of what needs to be addressed. We'll get back in touch with you. Or if you're confident and you feel like you can fix it yourself, we do sell repair kits, so we can absolutely do that for you.
Chad Blanchard loves the clown with the blue hair.
Yeah! Oh, there he is.
Andrew's,
Chad, how are you?
Andrew's watching. Freeman, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew!
Let's see here. Had to step away. Did I miss gluttony? Yes, you missed gluttony.
Okay, all right, where'd it go?
Right over here. There you go.
All right, you took off the head form now. I gotta put it back on the head form. But of course, the guy who wanted to see gluttony stepped away from gluttony. There he is. With the blood and the single
This
teeth.
is just fascinating. Everything I'm seeing here is just fascinating. I'm staying hydrated. I like to. Do you have a bathroom? Hey, is that a flamingo?
Hey, you look like you need some swag. I don't know who that guy was. That was just some random guy.
Transworld, the booth is always kind of crazy busy like that.
You know, just random people, they're just looking at stuff, not going to buy anything, just walking around.
How well do they do if you have a beard?
Hey Josh, why don't you come answer that question?
Although I did trim my beard way down today, I normally have a full beard and everything. Not a problem normally. If I'm going to wear a mask for extended period of times, if I really want the movement to be there, I want the mask to look good, like right now on a live stream, yeah, I'm going to trim down and keep it as low as possible. If I could shave it all the way off, I would, because just that skin to silicone contact, that's how you get all that motion and movement.
Absolutely. So that's why when you wear a mask, we don't recommend any kind of adhesives whatsoever. And that's why, you will sweat, but that layer of sweat actually helps that mask stick to your face that much better. So when you do have facial hair, sometimes that can inhibit it, and it'll inhibit the way the mask is supposed to sit on your face. So if you have a lot of facial hair, you can wear them. It may hinder your performance in them though. So if you can trim that down a little bit, or you don't mind not having it fit all the way there, right? Perfectly, I guess that's fine. But we recommend trimming it down a little bit, but it will fit, to answer your question.
Going way back to a question before was movement on Vengeance. We will cover that on a different live stream.
Yes, so I don't believe we're going to be covering that today, but definitely tomorrow or Wednesday we'll go over some of our brand new sculpts. You can probably see some of them behind me, as well as some paint jobs and definitely movement videos. We'll do some trial movement videos for you guys here on our live stream, as well as get the official movement videos up on our YouTube page.
All right, let's see here.
I'm gonna let me back up on the shelf here.
Can we see the froggy fog you guys posted?
He is not with us anymore. He actually lives with Froggies, so go harass Froggies to go see Frogzilla. He was brought out at IAPA at the trade show that we went to in Orlando when we were there with Froggies. Such a hit. If you haven't seen the video trilogy that we have of making him for Froggies, he's available on our YouTube page as well as our Facebook pages. Check it out. It was so much fun creating him for Froggies, going back and forth with the team over there to get him just right, and then everybody loved painting him in the shop. Sarah did a knockout job with that paint, and then the people who wore them over at IAPA just killed it with the character, nuances and everything like that. So we were hoping at Fansworld to be able to have him there at the Froggies booth, along with a few other really cool things we're doing with them this year.
Sarah, get to work.
Oh! Speaking of Sarah, but maybe when they postpone Fansworld and once we get those official dates, hopefully we'll be able to team up with Froggies and we'll be able to get Frogzilla out and make some appearances.
We're going to go through a couple of these real quick.
Okay.
Have you got a superhero one?
Yes.
Hero Hood, right?
Yes. Hero Hood. Absolutely.
Can be modified in a bunch of different ways. Could be made into a bunch of different superhero characters.
Yes.
Brian Snyder, is that a two-piece head form? Yes, that is our travel head form. You cannot buy it.
No.
It is special. It's what we bring to save space just for Fansworld and the trade shows. Let's see here. Do your head forms come apart? Yes, I just answered that question right there.
Let's get a little bit more concise.
Show them one.
Guys. So because, as you guys know, obviously our head forms are a hot commodity. The masks look great when displayed on head forms. They don't always need to be. But for travel's sake, because, we go to a lot of conventions, it's really hard for us to bring the full-size head forms.
200 head forms takes up a lot of space.
It takes up a lot of space. So we developed what we call three-piece travel head forms, which we can pack away very neatly, very, the nesting doll status. So this is what our travel head forms look like. But no, they're not available to the public. We do not sell these, but people who are always curious as to what these travel head forms look like. So they come apart in 3 different pieces, that way they store. I don't know if we're in the thought process of producing these to sell, but hell, if we get enough interest, you never know. So if you're interested, let us know.
Jimbo Hicks, I like the clown with the elf ears. That's our imp.
Yes.
Right there, he can be made a bunch of different ways.
The imp is one of our most versatile characters. You see him as our mascot in that yellow with his tattoo pattern. We've done him as a green for a very specific web-slinging bad guy. We've also done him in orangish for another very specific web-slinging bad guy. And clowns, obviously clowns. He is so versatile, and we can change his ears to be regular human ears. We can have him a human nose. I've seen him with horns. Oh my god, if you put the big horns on him, he's a crazy gory demon with red and veins. So versatile.
Grab Marius real quick. Bring Marius over.
Dark Elf?
Yeah, Dark Elf Marius. And so he, same thing, a little bit more human, but can be painted up in a clown paint scheme as well if you like.
Yeah, so normally he's very Caucasian. What's that?
Too low.
Okay, give me a second.
There we go.
Yeah, so this is our Dark Elf variant of him. Normally he's in a Caucasian and he has these ears, but we did the hand punch on the eyebrows right here for this guy. We've done him where he's got a ponytail and some hair back there as well. Obviously hair work does come, is a little bit more on the expensive side of things depending on what you get. Eyebrows and mustaches usually aren't that bad, but if you're looking at a full head of hair, pricing does get up a little bit there. However, we do offer wigs and be able to glue down wigs and stuff like that. So, hey Anthony, any questions going on over there that you can see?
Do your head forms come apart?
We covered that one. Let's see here.
Jeez, we covered that one.
You can see. Let's see. I think they want to see the mask of the female clown. I'm guessing that's Tessa Zombie.
Yeah, I'll pull her down in a second. Here, I got her close. Yeah, normally she's in, like I was saying earlier, a super vibrant UV green hair. We've done that variation a lot, and while she's popular, we want to play with her a little bit more. Give her something else. Give her some more colors. Give her some more stuff. All right, let's see here. Here is Roxy, which is her base, but we call her Tessa Zombie. She was originally modeled after a specific haunt performer who had very vibrant green hair and different bows and the different makeup and stuff going on. So she's a popular variation, I gotta be honest. She reminds me of like the scene girl emo with all that. That was like right after I graduated high school. All of that whole like
circa 2006.
Yeah, like that's when I graduated high school. So like the 2006 or 2008 scene thing, I was like right past that. But I was definitely a mug off in high school. I went to Hot Topic a lot.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I know a lot of you guys were asking about how she looks on. So we've got this. I was gonna say naked. Naked is not the word I was looking for. Normal version of Roxy that I'll go ahead and pop on here in a second. Yeah. So she's very normal, very
Can't just put
non-scary,
that one on?
very basic. What's that?
Can't just put that one on?
I mean, it's just the hair gets really cumbersome. I mean, I can. I don't know.
That's up to you.
Are there any other questions going on up over there that I need to
I don't know.
address? Let's scroll up a little bit.
Yeah, you can just scroll.
Not really
Hold on one second.
I'm not really quite good.
Naren de Jeanette. Hey Tabby, I'm
Hey,
guessing
Naren.
having an afro will make wearing a mask difficult.
I know how big your afro has been, dude. It can. So it really depends on how much texture and how big it is right there. It can impede sometimes, Ron. I'm not going to be on it. I'm not going to lie to you. But it can work. So like I said, depending on how big your afro is, if it's kind of like moderate, like mid-size.
We got one
or
on
something.
Xavier Woods.
Yeah, so we did get a Night King on Xavier Woods from WWE, if you're familiar with New Day. He stopped by San Diego Comic-Con 2 years ago, and we threw him in the Night King. It was a little tight because he's got a lot of poofiness going on there. But we've made it happen. We've also put a hero hood on another gentleman at Mask Fest last year. So depending on how big it is, we can make it work.
Chad Blanchard, too many choices for his next purchase. He wanted the pumpkin, but now he's thinking a clown. Let's see here. Can I see the clown mask with the one behind her with the blue or purple hair up close, please?
Yeah, do you want to show that one and I'll prep myself to put this guy on?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right.
Alrighty, guys. Bam. Again, this is the mask bases are imp, and then he's cast in white with the custom makeup, and then the wig. Looking good.
Any more questions? Alrighty, I'm going to get into one of our female masks real quick. So as you can see, I've got a decent amount of hair. Sometimes we recommend putting on a wig cap if you're familiar with putting wig caps on. Personally, I don't like the wig caps just because, for my experience, it moves around a little bit too much. And also, I'm just really comfortable putting the masks on and off without having to do anything. I like to put my hair in a really low ponytail. Make sure my hair is slicked all the way back. And by slick back, I just mean pulled back. You don't need to use any material or any product. Yeah, a real low ponytail there. Same thing for me. I usually don't use any powder. You can if you need to, if you feel like you need to. I feel like we don't have any mirrors over here. Do you want to maybe pull one of the mirrors out of the drawer over there? The second drawer will be wrapped up. I'm bald. I've never been this bald.
All right, so it's perfect because someone just said, can we see Pickles the Carney? And someone else had wanted to see a realistic human mask. And so you're going to get kind of the same right now.
Yeah, this is a realistic human mask. This is our Roxy.
Yeah, we're catching up here. Hold on. Are your head forms coronavirus friendly? Yeah, they have built-in antibacterial foam. Totally safe. All right. I'm gonna kind of show you right here, so I could just make sure I'm getting it. So there's one of our male masks. This is Pickles the Carney. He is a little bit exaggerated. We do very realistic human masks as well, if you don't want the exaggeration.
One thing though for me, as you can see my ponytail thing back there. On most of the natural humans or some of the masks that are a little bit more streamlined, you may want to change the way that you wear your hair, especially for females in the mask. That way it doesn't do that. But on some of the masks like Naga or Pandora that have a little bit more texture in the back, not a problem.
Yeah, so Roxy, Pickles, getting some movement videos.
Yeah. We think it works a little bit.
But that's it. Pull them off real quick.
Hey, who are you? I don't know you.
Put that thing back on. All right, let's see here. What are the sleeves like? We will cover the sleeves in just a little bit. I just don't have any of them right now, like available to me.
The lids, a smidge if you like.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
We can talk about we can talk a little bit about them, but then we'll show you a demo how to put them on, how they're worn, how to take them off, probably in our next video.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to see like gloves and stuff like that in our next video, we can focus on this.
Let's see here. Do we have any pig and boar masks?
So we do have pig masks and technically boar masks as well. Check out Purvis. We don't have him up right here, I don't think. Oh wait, I lied.
Yeah, I was gonna say I put him on myself.
So here's Purvis. We've done him a variety of ways. We can do him fresh and peach and clean, just like this. We can do him with some really gnarly slop coming out of his mouth. We can do him where he's all covered in really gross slop, so he's been rolling around in the mud. Personally, that one's my favorite. I love seeing it really gross and dirty. I'm really gross and dirty.
Wild boar?
Yeah. No, that's not the wild boar.
I know, but we can do wild boar.
Yes, and so that's what I would get to. We can do different colors, so if you wanted a little bit more like that darker wild boar with tusks, and even with like a mohawk, kind of like Bebop and Rocksteady. It's Bebop, right?
Bebop.
Yeah, I am a nerd. But yes,
Barely.
we can absolutely do. Oh, shush your face. We can absolutely do that. We can definitely do variations. We can do wild boar.
All right, let's see here. Looking for old man mask. I just showed you Pickles. I will grab a geezer or a codger.
Yeah.
Just give us a little bit.
Yeah, we'll probably do natural humans probably tomorrow.
We'll do an entire session of natural human.
So after this broadcast is done, we'll go ahead and square away a schedule of how we kind of want to do things. Then we'll post that schedule so you guys all kind of know when to tune in.
Let's see. Jim Stevens just tuned in. He's missing a lot of it. Let's see here. Naren's, he can dig it. Let's see. Bought the lupus from you guys and the mouth tore after one use. What would cause that?
Over-exaggeration of the mouth. Sometimes that
Possibly
would be,
pulling on the mouth?
Yeah, you know, sometimes if you put it on and you're doing like too much adjustment by the mouth, we really don't recommend that. If you need to adjust the mask, once you put it on, use the palms of your hands and massage into place. You don't want to be pulling on the mouth or eyes or those areas. So I'm very sorry to hear that happen. Shoot us an email with what's going on and we'll...
Show us some pictures.
Yeah, send us some pictures. That's obviously the most important part. We'll be in touch with you. We'll see what we can do for you.
Let's see. Are there glowing eyes on the rabbit bottom left?
So it's not a rabbit, but sort of. They are UV reactive paint in those eyes. We have done some variations of masks with eyes like that have LEDs in them. In this case, the eyes just glow by black light.
You want to grab them?
Yes. Hold on. Let me. That's a musical. And it's funny, a lot of people think he's a rabbit, but he's a rat.
Fine. Well, maybe we do a rabbit variation on him.
We can do a rabbit variation where he's got some more like rabbit-like ears. Yeah. So this is Mortimer the rat. This is our lab rat variation, and
The sewer rats.
UV
Yeah.
flashlight, and I can ping him. Or actually, you can probably do it from there. Bam! Bam! So as you can see, his eyes light up when the UV flashlight gets on there. We're gonna pull some of these tones down real quick, so you can see more of that UV going on him. You can see all that UV beam. There we go. I don't know how much I'm glowing, but he's definitely glowing. So yeah, that's a little sneak peek at some of the UV that we've got. We'll do a whole session of UV probably tomorrow at noon. Probably tomorrow at like 2. Like I said, we'll finalize our entire schedule and we'll get a post it and share with you guys so you guys know when to tune in, what to look for, so like that. So.
All right, we're gonna get some questions through here.
Let's do some questions.
Where are you? Are you at the store? So we're at our shop right now in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yes.
We would normally be just getting ready to have all this stuff packed up and headed out to St. Louis, Missouri. But our big Halloween show was postponed for right now.
That being said, we are still waiting on new dates for Transworld. Rumor is early mid-March, hopefully still in St. Louis. So we will still be very likely attending that show whenever they do release the new dates. We will still also be offering a show discount at that point. So hopefully, obviously we want to make sure you guys have as many options as possible for sales from this week, and then moving forward into our other conventions and trade shows.
I unpacked all the masks, yes, after packing them all up.
So yeah, it's been an interesting week, but we're rolling through it. We're rolling with the punches, just because our situation's a little bit finicky doesn't mean your guys' situation needs to be. So we want to make sure that we're still bringing all the fun, all the good stuff, all the things that you would normally see and experience at Transworld here at Fansworld at CFX. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with us today. I think we have a few more questions to answer, and then we'll probably
quite a few.
Okay, so
we're falling behind. Is that a black version of Vengeance? Yes, it is. You will see him later. He is amazing. Is the $100 off going on right now? Yes, it is going on right now through Friday.
Some things where our website's being a little bit wonky right now, so if you're not seeing the discounts directly on the website specifically, shoot us an email or
call us.
Jonathan is up there manning the phones and manning the inbox, so he will be on top of that for you.
Let's see here. The female demon mask in the right corner looks really cool. I'm assuming that could be Nadia. Yeah.
It's probably not my right. It's probably their right.
Yep.
So yeah, Nadia or Pandora.
Let's see. Why are your masks more than Immortal? They're about equivalent. It all depends on which mask you're looking at. And so Immortal's good friends with us. We try not to compare ourselves to them. That's just one of the things that maybe it depends on what mask you're looking at.
Style, paint variations, any kind of additional horns or whatnot. CFX and Immortal are very good friends in the Silicone family. We recognize that we both do very different things. So we think that there's plenty of room for us all to play in the same Silicone sandbox, as it were. And their pricing dictates what works best for them, and our pricing dictates what works best for us. We obviously try to bring you guys the best deals and the best pricing possible. So that's just why our pricing is different. I can't speak for what works for them, but this is the pricing that works for us. And so far so good.
All right, Josh Jones, I got a Frank and a Slackjaw from you guys years ago.
Okay.
They're amazing, and I'll be buying lots more from you.
Hey, make sure you send us pictures, guys. For those of you who have pieces of ours, that you've had for just a little while or even a long while, and if you love them and you have costumes and stuff like that, we love seeing the babies out in the wild. So please shoot us those pictures or even videos if you have fun videos of you scaring people or winning costume contests. We love to see that stuff. So please send us everything that you have that's within reason to share. We love to share that, guys.
Josh Jones, wish you guys would do a Butterball from Hellraiser.
Okay, so haven't done quite a Butterball
But a
before,
modified Fat Nick.
but we can definitely do some modifications of some of our masks. I believe on our Cajun we've done another set of variation before. I can't remember his name, but one of the barbed wire lines and stuff on him. We've definitely done that one. Obviously, we do have Hell Priest, so if you're looking for a Hellraiser type of collection, we've got that going for you.
We'll be showing him off in our license segment.
Yes.
We'll be doing a segment of all our licensed characters.
Absolutely. And I know a lot of you guys are very excited about the licensed material for Creature from the Black Lagoon. We are finalizing some paint schemes up on him today, and so hopefully by tomorrow or Wednesday, we will definitely be unveiling what his green and black and white color schemes look like. He is a monster after my own heart. I have been so very excited for him, and I'm so very excited that all of you guys are thrilled to see him too. You guys are going to love him.
Dinko, you guys should do a pit on and take off contest to see how fast you are, because you guys did it really fast. We've been doing it for a long time, and we do it on and off every day. So yes.
And yeah, I've been putting these masks on and off different head forms to take all the pictures that you see on the website. So we're quite proficient at putting the masks on head forms and ourselves. I was gonna say each other, but I don't think I've tried to put a mask on you yet. That's a whole different ballgame.
The gloves, you put the gloves on me, but not a mask.
But that might be fun. I might have to notch that one up to something to do on Friday.
David Limer, what do you do if you get a tear?
Let us know, first and foremost. Yeah, you always want to be wary of when and where you get tears. You know, especially if you see a little puncture
Micro tear.
hole. I'm sorry,
Micro tear.
Yes. Before it becomes a big tear, address it right away. You can either quick repair it yourself. We have repair kits, or we can give you instructions on where to go buy different materials for that repair, or send it to us. Send us some pictures of any issues or damage that you might need to have looked at or repaired, and we'll be in touch with you about price points and costs.
Alright.
The biggest thing is, if you notice a tear or a micro tear, do not try to put the mask on again, because you might make it worse.
Yeah.
Honestly,
The tears do run a little bit.
Yes.
All right, so kind of just trying to get it caught up. Let's see. Pricing is all on the website, guys. Feel free to jump on the website and just kind of go through with all the pricing. Right now, we are showing you some of our fancier masks with the variations on it. So some of these are at a little bit higher price point, but the standard masks are all on there as well, and the discounting applies to them.
Yeah, everything. Almost our entire catalog, with the exception of some of our newer designs, should be on the website. I believe Vengeance and Igor are actually live on the website right now. The Andy blue color for Vengeance and the gory color for Igor, of course. So those guys are actually on the website, and like Josh was saying, all of our pricing is listed on there. Like I said, we do have some gremlins still kind of hanging out on the website, so if you're not seeing any of the pricing discounts or the difference in pricing, I guess, like I said, reach out to us, shoot us an email.
All right, let's see. So can you get it in black and white? Yes, we can do all paint variations on these. Allison likes Mortimer the Rat even more now. Do you offer any half masks? Yes, so almost all the masks that you see that have a standard face variation, we can turn into a half mask with straps that go around the back, or glue it to a sock if that's something that you would prefer to do.
Yeah.
You got to give us a call and let us know what you're looking at.
Yeah, not all of the masks can do that. Most of them can. If you're interested in something like that, shoot us an email. We'll be in touch with you.
Visibility on the new Vengeance mask. We will be pitting him on in one of the next sessions, but it's actually really good. Very similar to our Gaunt and some of the other ones that have the slits.
If you've worn any of the masks that have like the slits around eyes, it's going to be very similar to that. So it's not going to be pristine, perfect vision, but you still will be able to see.
And that's the same as the Archangel mask, which I'll grab an Archangel mask and show you that as well, since I don't have one on the shelf. Alexander Titanium placed his order today.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get it in. Thank you, Alexander.
Thanks, Alexander.
Let's see. They're better. CFX is better quality than Immortal. We're not going to get into any of that, guys. Again, we're all friends. We love each other.
One big Silicone family.
Yep. In fact, we're going to miss our Silicone dinner this week, because we all get together normally for a big dinner.
Yeah, normally all the Silicone mask makers out of Transworld, we come together on usually Thursday or Friday, and we go out and have a big old dinner. It's a hot mess, and it's a lot of fun, and a lot of drinks are had.
Is that an alien mask in the background?
Sort of.
There is an alien mask back there. We will cover him. In fact, why don't you go grab the Outlander real quick while we're talking? Yep.
Yes.
Creature is coming. He will be in our brand new section as well as our license segment. Clown segment needed. That is coming, Brian. Don't worry.
I think we're actually going to do clowns.
Can anyone stop by the store in Baton Rouge? You got to let us know. We can show you the front of the shop any day, and we can bring things out to you. If you want to come into the back of the shop, you got to give us a call and talk about it a little bit, and we got to find out what projects are going on, just to make sure everything's safe, because we do a lot of NDA stuff.
Yes.
Dinko, what was your inspiration behind Igor? Okay, we wanted to get crazy. We felt that we were a little bit stagnant and we weren't getting as crazy as we would like to be. So we got crazy. I'm a huge rat fink, hot rod type guy. Tabby is as well. Zachariah that is his era right there, and he's the one that sculpted Igor.
So yeah, it really brought out those like 80s, 90s like surfer punk vibes, and that's my cup of tea, man. I grew up in Southern California, like going to the desert every weekend, you know, hanging out at the beach. I was not a good surfer, but I skateboarded a lot. That whole aesthetic is something that really spoke to me. So I know a lot of people weren't sure about it when they saw the sculpt, but as soon as that first paint variant came out, I know a lot of you guys were back on board. And dudes, we've got 2 UV variations of this guy coming, and I think you guys are gonna be blown away. I think you guys are gonna be like, that's weird, but I like it because it's pretty rad.
It's definitely an unusual mask.
Who wanted to see? So this is sort of alien-like. This is our Outlander silicone mask. This isn't his pearlescent paint scheme. Normally he kind of comes in a darker gray with some different other color spot variations on the back. But we wanted to have some weird kind of like ethereal, maybe not quite menacing looking aliens. I mean, they could still be bad guys, but we just don't know that by the way they look. One of our very popular modifications that we do on him, which we will showcase in our modification time slot, is a cockroach. So he's got these big, crazy, long antennas that come out and everything like that. So he's pretty darn versatile. Almost all of our masks constantly surprise me with the different variations that we can do on them. And sometimes people's brains go a little bit crazy, and we're like, okay, and it turns out pretty awesome.
Chad needs to send his Orlock in. Do it. Jake Spivak.
By the way, Chad, those pictures of you paragliding or with the big fan thing behind you, that was badass. I love those videos. Those things are so funny.
So who's doing your sculpts these days? Ken, Brett, and Zachariah did the last rounds.
That being said, we are actually constantly looking for sculptors. So if you are in the Baton Rouge or surrounding-ish areas, we would love to be in touch with you about being a sculptor. We're looking at different types of residencies where you don't have to be here full time, but we do have an expectation for how many masks or sculpts we'd like you to do. So if you're available and you're interested and you would love to maybe do a short-term residency out here with CFX, shoot us an email, preferably at careers@compositeeffects.com, but info@compositeeffects.com as well. But yes, we are looking for sculptors, actually as well as painters. So if you want to come in and learn how to airbrush paint, we would love to have you. But we are based in Baton Rouge, so you kind of have to be in the Baton Rouge or surrounding-ish areas within reason to be moving.
Let's see here. Any advice on how to breathe better with masks with no nose holes?
Unfortunately, being a mouth breather is sometimes the way it works. Depending on the mask, we may be able to put nose holes in it. So, like with Yorick is a very big mouth breather, but because he's made like a skeleton, there's no room for nose holes. But we can modify nose holes that kind of live in that upper jaw area. It's complicated to describe to you here without showing you. But unfortunately, no, I don't have any really good tips or tricks for how to do that, other than just learning how to be a mouth breather. Thanks, Froggies!
Scott's watching.
Thanks, Tater. Appreciate it.
Let's see here. Karen says, great job for me and you. Oh, all right, we caught. Oh, one last question. Is Wes still around? Wes is still around. He doesn't work with us here at Composite Effects anymore, but he's still local around here. So comes by the shop every once in a while and says hello.
He decided to go teach Latin and theology.
And,
so we wanted to support him 110% for that. You know, he still has a love for what we do. He still stops in from time to time. He still comments on how good we're doing and how he loves Igor. He commented the other day that he really digs the Igor sculpt and paint schemes. So while, yes, he doesn't work for CFX at this point anymore, there's no bad blood, everything's really good. He's still a cool dude. And yeah, we want to try to have him make an appearance, but unfortunately he's got to deal with school stuff.
Question about movable jaws.
Okay.
So maybe go into what a silicone mask is.
So for those of you who aren't aware, silicone moves with you. So these masks will move with your face. If you didn't see Josh and I putting a mask on earlier, these masks are designed to move with you. So if you put the mask on, you raise and lower your eyebrows, you open and close your mouth, the mask will move with you. So you don't need to do anything about movable jaws because the jaws will move with your face.
All right, for fun, favorite Cajun meal?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Josh and I have only been official Louisianans for
1 year?
an exact year. Excuse me, last week. So far, crawfish boil, gotta love. Red beans and rice is freaking fantastic. And the muffalettas that we've had down in the corner, I love those. Those are pretty groovy. But so far, definitely red beans and rice is a good place to be.
Tater says, can I wear these masks to prevent coronavirus? Yes, and we also, if we put bleach in the fog juice, I believe it disinfects everything as well. So I think that's the thing, is just put bleach in your fog machine.
Well, if you put one of these masks on, people are not going to want to get close to you, so that might help. I don't know. All right, guys, I think we're about to call it on this live feed. We are going to be back live in about an hour here, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. I think we're going to focus on some UV stuff next.
Oh wait, we got to answer Matt's question.
Oh geez, Matt.
Matt asks, just for fun, favorite Cajun meal?
Oh, we already covered that.
Oh, did
Well,
you?
Tabby did, but you can.
Okay, yeah.
Let's get a real Cajun on screen.
for some
Oh no, let's get a real Cajun.
In Baton Rouge
Yeah.
his entire life.
So we're actually gonna crawfish is the answer, and we're actually gonna be doing a crawfish bowl. Did y'all talk about that?
No, we haven't.
Well, we did in our first video, but yes.
But go over it again.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be doing a crawfish boil here at the shop later on this week. So
So you'll get to see good kind of Cajun fare. It'll be definitely more of a party atmosphere there. We'll show you kind of some of the fun stuff at the shop itself. Some
maybe
of the
do
stuff
some
going
shop
on.
walk-arounds and a little
Absolutely,
behind the
going over
scenes
to paint
stuff.
room, go see what we're doing over in roto casting. Come out here, cause some trouble, get some crawfish. It'll be a good time.
Yep.
Aaron Smith says, Jonathan, Josh, and Tabitha are great. Waiting on a call back. Ordering 13 kick-ass pieces. Love, love, love CFX. Aaron, we love, love, love you
Thank
too.
you, Aaron. Yeah, I think I got your message. I'm really glad I was able to connect with you. Sometimes my messages, if you message me personally and we're not friends, sometimes it goes.
Hi, Mom.
Sometimes it goes to my other inbox, so I apologize. If you're trying to reach me for CFX, it's best just to message the CFX Facebook page because I'm able to get that almost instantaneously. Like I said, if we're not friends and you try to shoot me a personal message about CFX, it's going to go in this other inbox, and I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose that message, so just shoot CFX a message.
Can we boil silicone? Why not?
I mean,
We'll try it.
We baked a cake in a mask before,
We
so.
have, so yeah.
Yes?
Yes,
We'll find out.
We'll boil some for
stick
you.
some of our guts in the in the crawfish boil
not
and see
with
what happens.
everything.
Nah, it's fine.
Oh, jeez. All right, guys. So until 2 o'clock, we will see you from Fansworld. back to Fansworld at CFX, where we bring Trans World to you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's 2 o'clock. It's a 2 o'clock hour of our feed. And this hour we are going to bring you some clown modifications that we've done. Now, almost all of our masks can be converted into clown variations. All you have to do is ask. We could do quite a few different variations of clowns, from scary clowns to happy clowns to just kind of weird, creepy clowns. So we're going to start with some of the masks that I have behind me. We have our, sorry, I said clowns. I meant zombies. I don't know why I was saying clowns.
Where I was going to stop you.
You should have stopped
I
me.
thought you were going to transition.
We're going to go to zombies. Clowns is going to be next hour. See, I'm just planning stuff ahead, and I think I'm just ahead of the curve. Sorry, I'm lying. Zombies, which we can
Someone
do.
likes clowns, obviously.
Just a little. I mean, yeah.
Where y'all keep your zombies at?
In the basement with all the other things. No, so I'm sorry, guys. We're going to be talking about zombies today. So that's why I need to write things down. We're going to be talking zombies. But we have some zombie clown variants. So, since I started talking about clowns and zombies, we're going to combine them all into one, and we're going to talk about Krusty. Our Krusty zombie is actually one of our original designs that we had way back when we started back in 2006. And we've changed him and we have evolved him a little bit as we've gone along. So this is what Krusty looks like as a zombie, but as a clown zombie with some maggots, we've got him over here too. We'll go into a little bit more in depth with him when we start talking more about clowns, not zombies. We've got a very beautiful plethora of zombie masks. So similar to clowns, we can zombify nearly every mask, with the exception of licensed stuff. So if you just want to add a little bit more gore, some more wounds, some more blood, and all that really undead goodness, we can absolutely add those to some of our masks. Next to Krusty, we have Buckshot, who could also be done as a clown, of course. Buckshot is one of my favorite masks that we have right now. We have a new tongue on him that we unveiled last year, which actually has more bits taken out of it, like he's going to hit with Buckshot, like the rest of his mask, like the rest of his face right up here. And we can do him in a little bit lighter blood, like on this guy right here, or we can do the really dark and really deep blood over here. So we're going to zoom in just a smidge so you can kind of see the difference in the blood. So this is a little bit more dead. It's been dead a little bit longer. This is a little bit more fresh right here. And if you want to get a good look on his tongue, you can see all the bits that have been taken off right there. Up to the next, over here on the side, this is actually our Sin of Greed mask. It's from our 7 Deadly Sins line, which we modified to be a really gnarly zombie. So if you're looking for somebody who's a little bit chunkier, there's a little bit of waterloggedness going on there, you want some like really visceral like wounds and some pus growing out, this guy is a wonderful addition. And honestly, one of my favorite features of him is his spines that pop out in the back right there, part of his spine. Moving on down, we have our Mortis zombie. Now Mortis is a really cool mask because he comes with an add-on, as we call it. It's an option, it's a standard option for him. You can get him with his open eye so you can see clearly out of both eyes, or if you want a little bit more of a gross out factor, you can add his dead eye. So in this mask, yes, you are limited to only having one eye for vision. However, you can see very clearly out of this one eye, and if you're worried about not being able to see things, have a handler, have a friend walk around with you, you won't have that issue. And similarly, these masks are painted just a little bit different. So while the masks are nearly identical, the skin treatment that we do on them and the blood work and placement that we do on them does vary. Moving right along to more weird zombies. Slits McGillicuddy borders the line between clown and zombie. Personally, I think he's really gnarly and can portray a zombie very well, specifically in this more weird white undead paint variation with this really deep and dark blood. If you're looking for a little bit more of a clown, we can do clowns on him too, but we'll go more in depth on clowns and Slits McGillicuddy later on today. If we want to go down onto this lower shelf here, we have our Graveborn. Graveborn is one of my favorites because he also has a scalp add-on. So in this space right here, you can have a little add-on. So if you want to have a little fun pull away, we can have a little piece of silicone right here with a magnet embedded, and you can have that piece as kind of a tactile experience for people. But we actually have 3 different variations of him right now. This is his Decayed. This is waterlogged with the moss features. If you want to get on in there and see all those mossy bits and goodness. Okay. Let me bring him closer for you. Yeah, so that's an add-on right there with all that gross gnarly moss and all that slimy bits right there.
Grab the other one.
Red one. This is our decayed guy. This is more or less our standard paint job for gray board over here. And so this is a piece that you can get as an add-on. It's the where you can have that extra pieces here.
And then talk about the red one.
Yeah. And a very fun variation that we've done recently is Gray Born but red. So this is kind of less zombie, more demon, and we'll do some more demons and other fantastical creatures a little bit later this week. But this guy has become one of my favorite variations that we've done so far, just because of the way the horns are added in. Just makes this mask takes this mask to the next level.
If it's a mask that we have in stock, it will ship out as soon as we take the order. So
within 3 days, the mask will ship out.
Yeah. So if it's a custom, it's 4 to 6 weeks right now. But give us a call. Depending on the variations, it may be a little bit longer than that.
Yeah. So anything in stock that we have right now will ship out within 3 to 5 at the most business days, just because we've got a lot of volume coming through the shop right now. But usually about 3 business days. And then anything that's made to order is about, like Josh said, 4 to 6 weeks. If you have any hair or you have extensive modifications, that can be bumped up a little bit, but we'll let you know as soon as you place the order. We'll give you an estimated ship date and all that good stuff. And I know a lot of ladies like to be scary zombies, so we haven't forgotten about you. I promise. I like being scary. I like being cute sometimes too, but I obviously got into this industry to be scary, right? So we have Bright Eye the zombie. And she comes in several different variations as well, and similarly to Mortis behind me, she has a closed eye. So she is bright eye. She also only has one eye to see out of, but we can do a pop eye, so similar to Mortis's dead eye right here, just kind of hanging out there looking all gross and gnarly and nerdy-like and playable. We can also do it where she's got maggots kind of floating in on there. So if you want something that's really visceral and really gnarly, get the maggots, just saying. I believe this is her undead paint scheme. We've done her in jaundice before. We've done her in a little bit more of a natural flesh. We can do pretty much any color variation that you want. So if you just want to change the skin tone, that's usually no problem. We can do that for you guys. It's usually not enough charge to just do the skin tone change. When it comes to paint, what increases the price is a lot of different paint variations. So if you want extensive clown work, if you want extensive veining, if you want extensive blood work and whatnot. And then we've got Haggis, who normally isn't a zombie. However, she looks great as a zombie. She's one of our old ladies. And in this case, she's obviously gotten the fatal zombie bite wound right here on her neck. And as we've got some really nice thick veining going on the top of her head, so she's definitely starting to turn, starting to transition to become that zombie and all that good stuff. She's got a nice little chunk mark taken away over here. So similarly, Haggis is very versatile. She's actually one of the masks that we've converted into zombie. She doesn't normally come zombie. So when it comes to zombies, we can pretty much do wounds anywhere, especially if it's one of our masks that aren't normally zombies. We can do wounds or gashes or, claw marks for being attacked by, a bear or a tiger or some other creature. We actually have those abilities to do a lot of different kinds of bloods. We can do fresh blood, we can do like really old dead, that purple black blood. If you're looking for something a little bit gnarlier. Right, so that's some of the zombies that we have right now. Like I said, almost any mask that we have, with the exception of licensed things, can be modified into zombies. Whatever your heart or your nightmares deserve, we can do for you.
Brains, whatever your brains.
Whatever your brains. See, that's why I need you guys. Do we have any questions so far on zombies?
No questions on there.
We're cruising, rocking and rolling. Let's see here. I was going to ask them a question, but I don't know if they... Are you guys ready for a question? Do you guys want a question for me? I don't know how interactive that would be, but okay, so I'm going to put it out there.
One little light popped up.
What's your guys' favorite zombie movie? Any kind of zombie movie, whether it's old school, whether it's one you want to come out, whether it's one that you have in your head. So ponder on that. Let me know what your favorite zombie movie is. Mine, I'm a little bit biased. I like Day of the Dead. Going old school. Why not? No questions? Really?
Jordan says, hey guys, love CFX. I got to wear one at my old haunt. Keep up the great work.
Thanks, Jordan. Hopefully you'll be able to wear it at your new haunt or the same haunt. You'll be able to enjoy the wonder of a silicone mask and everything that it gives you.
Is Teratoma ready to ship? Can you show it? I'm ready to purchase.
So we have
Can
three
I-
different variations that, yes,
Can you go
are
into there
pretty
and
much
grab
ready
me
to
some
ship.
Teratoma?
We have our really gross kind of bloody one, the one that's red. We also have one that's green. And then we have one that's kind of in between. We're calling it like a weird translucent rot. But yes, we do have those three variations, and they are in stock, and they are ready to rock and roll. Like I said, within 3 business days, we can ship those guys out. I think we're trying to find one in our handy dandy box over here, so we can show you and all that good stuff. Teratoma is actually a really great one to use as a kind of zombie or quarantine type of mask. Quarantine. You know, if you're looking for something a little bit different, something that has a little bit more of an alien or like mutated kind of look to them. But I mean, zombies, man. I mean, as you can see, there's so many different ways and shapes and forms that we can do zombies. Do you have anything else that's over here?
No, that's most of them.
I mean, Slackjaw. So we've got Slackjaw up here.
Yeah, you didn't really go over
I guess
Slackjaw.
we didn't really go over Slackjaw. Slackjaw's a wonderful zombie just because he's super visceral. Look, we've got Teratoma over here. So this is a version of Teratoma that hasn't been on the website just yet. This is our translucent rot that we're going with. So he's got kind of a weird mucusy sheen to him. He's got a little bit more of a harder looking texture for this bone area right there. But yeah, that's Teratomas. Ready to rock and roll. Let's do this.
Anything else, guys? I got the entire crew standing by. We can grab whatever you want.
They want to try a male mask.
Yeah, show how realistic male characters fit on a female head.
Realistic one or just any of them? Said realistic. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
grab the pickles. There's a pickles right in here.
There's actually, yeah. 1 second. All right. So now I gotta take my rings off again. You guys are making me work. You're making me do stuff.
Any zombie hands in stock for this event?
I believe we have a few sets of zombie hands. Jonathan is being fantastic and is updating the website as concurrently as possible to make sure everything that we have in stock is on the in stock section of the website. So double check our in stock section of the website, and I believe, yeah, if you look up zombie gloves, they will be there. I know we have at least one pair that we were planning on bringing with us. So there's a very, if I remember correctly, we do have at least 2 pairs in stock. Can you give me a paper towel so I can wipe this guy out? Anything? Maybe? Just a little. I guess I can use my bandana. I got my bandana. That'll work. That's why I carry a bandana for anybody who wonders. But I gotta wash them all. Okay, so I don't think I've ever put pickles on, so this is gonna be fun and an adventure. But the same pickles that we had earlier. So this is one of our. I guess he's near realistic human. He's a little bit eccentric. He does have a little bit of exaggerated features, but here we go. Perfect. Hi guys. So it is a little bit big on me, just because my jaw.
Tabby has a very small head.
But my jawline is not built up enough for it to really like sink in there. So my mouth isn't getting the same movement as if I were getting like on the female ones. And same thing with my brow. So there's a little bit more extra space up here than I'm wanting. But I mean, it fits. You know what I mean?
Let's see here. Any, but I have a Mac.
Woo.
Maybe one of the older humans. All right, well, pickles. It looks like we do have an Arnold over here or something. Let's see.
No, we should have a Mac that's a
Or
crown.
a Mac. Yeah, we do have a Mac.
Uh-huh.
Standard human Mac right there. McGillicuddy is beautiful. I'm partial to the orange version myself.
Oh, the pumpkin smasher one that we've done.
So Jonah uses a beanie inside of his, and
Yes.
that's a common thing.
Yes, so if the mask is a little bit too big for you up on the top of your head, you can always wear a kind of a thinner beanie. That way you don't have to worry, or it can account for that extra space that you have up there. I know Josh sometimes wears a beanie in his first generation York that he's worn just to help account for that extra space. There's nothing wrong with that. If that makes the mask fit better to you, do it. Sometimes you can also just use some foam padding. That'll work as well. That way you don't have to worry about sweating into that and you just have the foam padding.
Let's see here. Jordan has his CFX beanie from a few years ago to show my support.
Yes.
We have a new round of them now.
Yes. We'll be going into that a little bit more in depth. We do have a lot of apparel that if you guys want to show your CFX pride and support by not just those darn cannons, by not just, it's like we really are a trans world, you know what I mean? So yes, we have a lot of apparel that you can wear to show your support for CFX other than just having a mask. We've got beanies, we've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got fog. Yeah, we've got a lot of really good apparel for you guys. So yeah, we will definitely be making sure all of those horny beanies are on the website for you guys to purchase. We also have regular beanies that have CFX on them, so if you want them without the horns for whatever reason, we can get those to you too. Also, we would love your suggestion on apparel that you guys want to see from us. We know we've got t-shirts, we know we've got, hoodies and stuff, but what else do you think might be cool to have from CFX? We've got lanyards and bags that we'll be giving out to you guys, especially at trade shows, but let us know what else you think might be cool to have. Just saying, just throwing it out there.
Tyler says you can use a balaclava. Used to use those with my mask in the past. Yep, balaclavas are great.
Yes, and balaclavas are really great for moisture wicking, but also for some of the masks that have more open mouths. So we definitely recommend those on masks like, honestly, teratoma, that you can see a little bit more of the human face underneath it. So if you want to disguise that and you don't want to just use grease paint or black airbrush paint, balaclavas are a great way to do that, as well as also help with some of that moisture situation.
Christian says eyeball looks cool. Does the person need to blacken their face for that one?
No, we've actually have a little bit of a mesh screen in there. It's not hard. It's a softer mesh material that we have in there that you will be seeing through. So nope, no need to black out your eyes whatsoever. You might with your mouth, depending on how wide you open your mouth. We'll get into some movement videos and how that moves probably tomorrow or first thing on Wednesday at noon on Wednesday. We'll get into some of our newer stuff. So we'll do a movement video of that so you can see how that looks.
Tyler, just like my gluttony, it really helped. Not a problem. Glad we could be of service.
Yes. Glad it works for you, Tyler.
You guys want to see any other masks? Having a guest appearance.
Somebody had asked about the
meshing
eyeball,
in the
whether or not
eyeball.
it needs to be blacked out. So there's actually some mesh
There you go.
sewn into the eyeball, so
We
you
talked
don't
about
actually
that.
need to
Yeah.
wear a balaclava for that.
Boom.
You are asking, you shall receive.
Jonah, are the older humans like Wen Chang better fitting to smaller heads? Wrinkly skin equals less noticeable looseness.
I wouldn't say necessarily, but I mean, it doesn't hinder the look of the mask, like you said, especially because there are extra wrinkles in there. But I don't think it necessarily makes it fit any better, if that's what you're...
All the masks are basically made on the same core, so the fit is based on the core.
Yes. So all the male fit masks that are built on that core will fit very similarly. Same thing with all the females. Female fit masks are built on the same female core, so they're going to fit similarly.
I'm just waiting for any questions. We got about 30 people watching right now.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. So I know we highlighted Typhoid Mary earlier, but she can also be used as a zombie, especially if you're looking for more of those Silent Hill type zombies, type creatures. That's sort of where the design came from. This one specifically was painted to try to look like one of the nurses for Silent Hill. Am I hearing Silent Hill sirens in that track right now?
You
too?
might be. You might be.
So that's perfect timing, to be honest with you.
Are the guts pure silicone?
Yes. Yes and yes.
And, whoa, the Red Demon Vengeance looks awesome. There's no preview online yet. No, you're going to see a couple of really cool paint schemes. We had to keep some secrets from you guys.
Yeah, we've got to make sure that we want to do these live videos for you guys first, get you guys rocking and rolling. Vengeance and his Andy Blue and Igor and his gory scheme are on the website right now. Obviously, we will update the website with the other variations as the week goes on. But if you see them, you know that they're here. Feel free to order them. You don't have to wait for them to go live on the website. This is obviously your live smorgasbord right here. So if you see it, you need to have it. Shoot us an email, give us a call, let us know you need it. If you don't know, our email address is info@compositeeffects.com, and our phone number is 225-756-7875.
Give it one more time. That's phone number.
225-756-7875. And just so you guys know, we are located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so we are a Central Time Zone. Our office closes today at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, but we will be back in business tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So 9 to 6 Central Standard Time is our shopping hours.
Zach's watching.
Hi, Zach. Trouble.
Get to work.
He probably is at work. Trouble. All those troublemakers in the tattoo studio. What's new today, Zach?
All right. We're in this for a little bit longer, guys. I'm going to just pan around a little bit here. We got people hiding in the wings. We won't show their faces. Oh, we barely see them over there. We got a big old pile of guts. We have Frankenstein over there. We're going to be showing you guys the Universal lineup for an entire segment.
Yes. So on Wednesday, I believe, first thing Wednesday morning at our 12 o'clock broadcast, we will be going over our Universal stuff. Specifically, the masks you guys have been, or the mask you guys have been really excited to see. Creature from the Black Lagoon will unveil his official color schemes, his black and white as well as his green. It'll be a really awesome time. Like I was saying earlier, Creature is a monster after my own heart, so I'm very thrilled to be able to bring him into our collection. And yeah, we'll talk about the rest of the Universal stuff, what we got planned coming up, and all that good stuff.
So again, right now with us showing you guys some of the older masks and just variations. We're not doing a whole lot of the try-ons and demos. When we get to the new masks, yeah, each one we will personally do a try-on, a full movement video and demo, and kind of go from there and answer any questions the best we can. We're just trying to get you guys kind of warmed up on Monday here, get you in that Transworld spirit. Kendra, you're watching too. You need to be working. Oh my goodness, all these people. We're going to have to go yell at them in the shop and tell them to get to work.
No, they're supporting the cause. That's what matters.
Martin, thank you for watching. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to check in with us and see what's going on. We definitely wanted to make sure that we tried to bring Transworld to you guys. We know it's Monday. We know it's a little early for Transworld, but it's Transworld all week long. Correction, it is Fansworld all week long here at CFX. Fansworld?
Fansworld.
Fansworld and Fansworld.
Fansworld, because we're in Baton Rouge and it's hot already. We got the fans on already.
Fansworld, that's fine. But yeah, so it's Fansworld here at CFX all week long. We just want to make sure that we provide you with what you might have seen if you saw us at Transworld. How are our questions?
Let's see here. I'm going to scroll. No other questions right now. There's only about 19 people watching. So for you 19, you have 100% of our attention. Anything that you guys would like to see right now? Obviously, we're not going to do any of the brand new masks, but if you guys want to see anything else, we'll try and grab it for you. I can pull the camera back. We can watch Tabby dance for a little while.
Yeah. No, you can do.
There you go.
As much as you get right now.
Amanda, why don't you get in here? Come on in here, Amanda. Oh, because yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. That's why that was the timing. There you go.
Talked about these guys.
Yeah, there you go, Amanda.
These are our worms.
Come close. You got to bring it closer.
Tom and I have thought of a really cool idea of that. We'll do like specially cool ones, and you guys can have like an adoption program with them, and you can name them. Very cute.
So we're working on that. Obviously, you're going to get some free swag. This is some of the things that we're bringing out. But we've contemplated doing an adopt a worm program where there might be a little bit more customized. They'll have a name. They might have a birth certificate. You know, all that good stuff. Christmas.
Jonah wants to know: is there a safe way to layer masks? What do you mean by that, Jonah?
Like layer masks down.
But layering masks.
You are you talking about putting two masks on at the same time?
Don't double up.
I mean, you could technically. Yeah, like pulling a larger mask off with a flayed one or a skull underneath. It can be done. What I would probably recommend on something like that is to do more of a pull away. So you get a full mask, and we put some magnets, embed some magnets in it, and then you do a piece that you're able to pull off and makes it look like you just pulled your face off.
Yeah, I don't know if I would recommend putting a silicone mask on and then putting another silicone mask on top of that. For anything, it'd probably be a constriction. You'd be dealing with a lot of tightness going on there. Not saying it wouldn't work. That's just a lot of work, and it probably might not turn out the way you want it. Plus here. Come on.
All right.
All right. yeah, guys, I mean, if you guys don't have any more questions right now, we might call this one a little bit early and then see you guys back at 4 o'clock. I know, you know, zombies, we're over zombies, right? We're over The Walking Dead, we're over all that stuff. Everybody's seen the zombies. But zombies are great no matter which way you look at them. You know, we can always spice up some zombies. You can always do a Belial that's done like a zombie. I don't think I've seen that yet. I would love to see an undead Belial.
I have not
Hashtag,
seen a zombie
just
Belial.
saying, throwing that out to the universe. Zombie Belial. Make it happen, guys. End of the questions?
All right, that's it for the questions, ladies.
All right, guys, we will see you back here at 4 o'clock. We're gonna be showing you clowns at 4 o'clock. I'll make sure we show you clowns.
All right, clowns at 4 o'clock. Clowns are the next segment, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in, you guys. See you soon. So this is our last live video that we're going to do for today, but we will be back tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time for our next round of live videos. But this video, we definitely want to make sure that we're showing you clowns. So I remembered right, guys. I remembered right this time, I promise. So we're going to focus on clowns. Although we had some clown zombies last time, it's all clowns this time around. So similar to zombies, and like I was telling you earlier, we can do clown modifications on nearly any mask. So like I said, besides the licensed stuff, if you've got a clown variation of one of our masks, we can do it. Probably haven't seen it yet, but I'm down to try it. So similarly, I don't think I've seen a clown on Belial, so I'm putting the call out there. We might want to do a clown Belial. Just saying. So we're going to get into some of our more specific clown guys that we have up here. As you can see, we have our imp clown that we were talking about earlier. Kind of scroll down a little bit, buckshot of the test zombie again. More zombie clowns. We've also got the other imp clown with the blue hair. We brought Slits McGillicuddy in this time. We've also got our famine clown. And of course, because we're talking clowns, we gotta have some bubbles. It's always a good time with bubbles. Famine, who's our horseman of famine mask, who's definitely a clown variation. Our Jack the Ripper mask, unlike the 2019 Joker, all you gotta do is add an ice cream wig and you're good to go terrorize the town. Fat Nick as Pogo. If you know who Pogo is, then you're definitely part of this community. But we've got him as a Pogo paint job. Our Pickles, and I think we call him our criminal clown. The Venetian is clown-ish. Definitely could be used as a doll in a clown type of setting as well. If we go all the way down to our, actually, if you want to be back up here, since I know we kind of missed some stuff. You've seen him, but this is Buckshot a little bit closer with that clown makeup as well as that hair. Now this is actually just a wig. So this is a wig that's glued, excuse me. That way it does actually cut down on costs of modifications versus if you come over here to Famine. Famine has hand punched hair. So it's that same style of hair. This is all hand punched versus a wig. So his price point is going to be a little bit higher than say Buckshot's is, mainly because of that feature right there. If you want to drop down a little bit here, we can show you, this is our Sin of Gluttony mask, who I showed you on our zombies last time as a clown. So similarly, he's also got hand punched bits of hair right here. So he's got the weird, gnarly, scraggly looking hand punched hair, which in my opinion, this kind of mask definitely needs. I believe he is UV reactive. We can do UV paint on our clowns. Not all of the paint is UV reactive, so if you're looking for something that is UV or black light or glows in the dark, you gotta let us know, but we definitely have the ability to do that for you. A lot of questions we get asked is, can we do older versions of our masks? And the answer is yes, as long as we still have the license or the mold, absolutely. So here's two different variations right here. We have our whip stitch clowns. I'm going to start with version 1. This is whip stitch when we started way back when. So this is version 1. We call him whip stitch because of this really awesome stitching that he has along the side of his face and along the side of his mouth. We liked him, but we figured we wanted to make him a little bit more creepy, a little bit more gnarly, which is where version 2 comes into play. So the version 2, you can see that his face is quite a bit more twisted up, a little bit scarier, a little bit more aggressive, but also still whip stitch because he's got all this really bitchin' stitching going on in his mask right there. So a lot of people want to know if we can do older versions of our masks. The answer is yes.
Aiden just ordered some UV guts.
Yeah.
Wants to know if we can show any of those.
We could probably grab some real quick, so give us about 2 minutes for those, Aiden. We'll be right back. We'll have those guts and we'll turn the UV lights on for you so you can see what this looks like. I think Jonathan got you some pictures, but absolutely we are more than happy to show you what those guys look like. Going back to our clowns real quick. The difference of our Slits McGillicuddy over here is all in the paint job. He's great as a clown because he does have that pale white feature to him, but we can also do him with a clown paint job. So this is a little bit more faded than normal. Sometimes we can give him a little bit more vibrancy, but if you're looking for something just a little bit dingy, a little bit dirty, something a little bit more subtle but still clown-like, personally Slits McGillicuddy I think would be your place to be. So like I said, you guys, we can do clown paint jobs on pretty much any mask that you can think of. We're down to try new stuff. I think it's going to be exciting. And then we also have Mac. He's sort of like a clown. Normally he's just a regular dude, one of our natural humans. But we got feisty. We decided we were going to try to make him look like a clown over here. He'd be great with a wig if you want to throw a wig onto this guy, whether it's a nice big poofy clown wig, if it's something a little bit more, just a vibrant like purple wig, something like that, I think would be fantastic. And similar masks that can accompany clowns can be dolls. So this is Buddy. Normally you see him with a different expression. Some things you guys might not know is that his eyebrows come cast separate, so we can do different kinds of expressions on him. Normally he's a little bit happier than this. We figured we want him to be a little bit more menacing. So we can do like one eyebrow up and one eyebrow regular, both eyebrows down, or anything variation of the two. Alright, I think we got some guts. Let's pull back a little bit. That's up to you. This is Jonathan, you guys. So if you guys are ever calling or emailing us in the office, if it's not me, it's mainly Jonathan who's the one answering those emails and phone calls. So thank you so much for being the awesome head honcho up in the front office and taking charge of this stuff.
Look, when you get to spend all your day talking about the nerdiest stuff that you ever want to talk about, you cannot be mad.
You're not mad, right? Okay, so as you can see, wow, yeah, this blows.
Yes. I mean, it's long enough. I mean, you know, we play some like jump rope if you want to. You know, the ring around. I don't know how it goes.
Is there a song for jump rope? I don't know. But yeah, so this is what the UV guts that we were talking about earlier look like under black light. So this is 3 pounds, 4 pounds?
Thank you, Jonathan.
It's about 2.5, 3 pounds.
Yeah, about 3 pounds right here. Thanks a lot, Jonathan.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you so much. So yes, if you guys are calling and emailing, Jonathan is the wonderful person behind all of those devices, replying back to you. So thank you guys so much for making purchases. I know you guys have. Speaking of, those have gotten sold already, so thank you so much. I'm really glad that you got those guts, and I really think you're going to enjoy them.
We can't bring all the UV out. Look, Ken's busting out his toys.
I can't wait. We're gonna do a UV tomorrow.
Are those lights on that thing? That thing looks like it's emitting its own light.
No, this thing is awesome. This is
So this is a mask we haven't unveiled to the public just yet. That's something that we're going to definitely do tomorrow.
Jonathan, you rock. Aiden says.
But obviously, since we've got these awesome UV lights up, we couldn't not show you how badass this guy looks in UV. So this is a demon. We're still trying to figure out a name for him. So if you guys have really bitchin' demon name suggestions, throw them at us. Let us know. We'll see if we like it. Maybe we'll call him that. You never know.
more on him later.
More on him later. So as you can see, we've got.
Bring him.
This
Yeah,
guy
bring him
has
out.
UV. His hair's even gotten a little bit too there.
Grab Tesla Zombie.
So her eyebrows and her bows are quite fantastic. Her hair is a little bit of that UV reactiveness. So if you've got a really vibrant UV hallway, this is your gal. Something that's not clown related, but something I think is really bitchin', is our glowworm kind of over there. But we'll get into him again a little bit later, more UV, but he's just like jumping out of here.
Yeah, we have a glow section. We're gonna go back to white light here.
And I heard that we've been selling some masks, right? So Amanda's got to grab some masks. We've been selling a few things, obviously, during this live feed. So she's got to collect a few things. So that's the Geen hood. So we have Nothing to Gain, which is a full mask, and then the Geen hood, which is very close to that, but just a little bit. Oh, Punch! So this is our marionette version of Punch. You can see our devil version of him right here. Also a very versatile mask and the different variations we can do. Who else is going? Oh, Nadia! Hi, Nadia!
So Zach Decker says we should name the demon Nemod, which is demon backwards.
Nice.
Brian says we should just call it Joshua, which that works. I am the demon of the shop, so.
Amanda, I appreciate that. Got you.
Will we just lose three masks off the shelf? All right, hey, grab that Baba Yaga and pull that down to the middle shelf.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, this is a. You want to talk about Baba Yaga real quick?
Talk about him more, but he won't fit his horse.
All right. Okay. We'll slide over here. I do know we're going to feature this Baba Yaga at some point on its own segment. So, but yes, that is Baba Yaga with some horns. Doesn't normally come with the horns.
So yes, so this is the one that we were kind of doing some sneaky peeks about when we did some photo shoots out in the swamp with him. We did some promotional material for Fansworld for him. It's maybe. It's a her. It's a her. So Baba Yaga is technically a female mask, but she's on a male.
She's gender neutral.
She's gender neutral. I like this. Male fit mask, but feminine in sculpt. But yes, we did a really bitchin' photo shoot out in the swamp with Baba Yaga. We have some matching gloves, which we will go over with her when we go over the gloves and masks and all that stuff at the same time. And yeah, we had some teasers out on the social medias, and you guys were like, "What mask is that?" Baba Yaga with these amazing Krampus horns and custom-made earrings with the stretched ears as well.
Jimmy Cormier says hello.
Hi, Jimmy.
Aiden says, "Where are all the masks going?" Hopefully to good homes.
Yeah, hopefully to you, Aiden, if you want to put them out. So throwing them out there.
Matt Smith wants to know how much are our clown masks.
Price varies. So it really depends on which mask you're looking at. With our masks, you're always going to start with their base price. So whatever their base mask is. And then depending on if it's something that's already a clown-ish, so like Slim's McGillicuddy is already kind of one price for his clown features. But if you want to add specific clown makeup, so for instance, Mac, so normally he's just a Caucasian dude. He's cast in a different color, and then there's clown paint. So that's a little bit of a different charge. The clown makeup is an upcharge, usually $25 to $35, and can go up from there, depending on if you want the makeup clean or messy. So this is clean, and then this is kind of messy. and how much variation you want. And then if you want it UV, there's different price points there. You have some more questions?
No, not a whole lot of questions right now.
That's fine. That's okay. Let me show you.
You want to talk about like the ice cream cone, being able to add ice cream cones or axes?
There is a world of modifications when it comes to clowns, especially not just the clown makeup. We can do add-on clown noses. For instance, Buckshot right here, as well as Cresty, have clown noses. Obviously, he's a little bit more gnarlied up because Buckshot's a little bit more gnarlied up. But that's an add-on that we can do. We don't have any here to display because we've sold them all. But we could do a giant ice cream cone, kind of sticking off the side or both sides of the head. That's got like a kind of like melty feature going on. We can do those in UV as well. All of this wonderful wig and different hair options we can do for UV. Let's see, what else we can do for clowns? You know, and different paint styles, different paint variations.
What's his name?
Gluttony.
Yep. Brian wants to know about him.
We want to know more about him, Brian. Or would you like to know more?
He just wanted to know. What mask is it?
So this is our Sin of Gluttony. Oh no, this is Greed. I apologize. Sin of Greed in Clown Picking. We have so many masks, they're all blending together in my brain.
Chet wants to know what are our most favorite and least favorite masks.
That's like asking me to pick my favorite child, and I don't have kids. Are you just meaning like clown masks or masks in general right now? I mean, we're sticking with clown.
Not clarified. What's your favorite mask?
I don't know. I love them all so much, and they're all staring at me, so I don't want them to know that I like one more or the other. Josh is gonna laugh at me, but York's one of my favorite masks, as well as Dracul. Here, I'll grab him. I am biased to York, A, because he's a really cool skeleton, but B, because Josh's first mask was also a York, and when we started scaring together, that's one of the characters that he wore quite often. So I have a very soft spot in my heart for York, and I just think he looks bitchin', to be honest with you.
She's into skulls.
I am. I like the skulls. That Dracul is probably my second favorite. I love his ears because they're so flimsy and floppy. We've got the albino bat version right there. What about you? And I don't have a least favorite mask. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I don't like. I mean, maybe when. No.
All right, Brian.
I was even gonna say like.
Brian says badass. He likes that mask.
Yeah.
Eric, can I put this kind of earrings in my Baba Yaga mask without ruining it?
Anthony, do you want to maybe answer that question? You don't have to.
Anthony, come onto the screen. You're being requested, Sir Anthony.
So this is Anthony.
Oh, he didn't even put his CFX shirt on. What a loser.
It's okay.
There we go.
Look.
Oh, but he's got a badge.
Oh no, but he's
Or
mermaid.
mermaid. Yeah. All right. So what was the question?
Somebody wants to know.
Can I put this kind of earring in my Baba Yaga mask without ruining it?
Oh, you mean the kind that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. You just have to carefully just cut out there's a large chunk of silicone there where the earlobe is.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, so if you could carefully cut out that hole without, getting too close to the edges, you could theoretically do the same thing. That's all we did.
Perfect.
But if you want to do that to a mask we're ordering or one you already have and you don't feel comfortable, let us know. We can take care of that for you. Thanks. See, I'm trying to get everybody in.
Everyone's making guest appearances. Thank you, Anthony. Carl Pugli says, my favorite mask maker.
Yay!
Chet Tucker, bestseller.
Definitely.
We know that's an easy one.
Definitely Belial.
Belial.
Belial for sure. We've got his really awesome. We've got the Bearded Dragon variation, but Red Belial is probably our best seller. He is the ultimate classic demon. For those of you guys who don't know, when CFX started way back when, we had 3 masks.
We'll pull the originals out for tomorrow.
Well, I think that's. Do you want to do it right now, or do you want to?
I'll go.
Oh,
We got plenty of time.
we got plenty of time. We were gonna get some original masks out.
Ken's gonna pull out some of the very first masks that CFX had ever made for our very first Fansworld trade show way back when. So in 2006. Belial is one of 3 designs who we have been able to carry over for these last, oh my god, 12, 13 years.
Is that version 3 of Belial?
Yeah, so this is version 3. So yeah, it started with Belial, it started with the Imp, and then it started with Crescent. So this is version 3 of Belial. This is how far he's come. We've definitely made him more detailed. We've definitely added better detail to his scales,
Additional
and
rage
horns,
horns,
and all that stuff, and better fit overall on the mask. So Belial is by far our best seller, followed probably by the Imp, which is, you know, a given. He's our mascot character. He always does like to cause trouble. And different variations. So I think his yellow paint scheme is probably the most popular. But obviously he can be a few other web slinging bad guys, so those colors are popular as well, the green and then that orange coloration.
Let's see here. What's our best seller? We just went over that. Sorry. I'm getting caught up in the questions.
Double upping on the question.
Eric says, great, thanks.
No problem, Eric.
Shared, Trey, cool. Any chance of a new were? I'm assuming a new werewolf or were creature of some sorts?
Hopefully, you know, we're always looking for new ideas. Like I said in our last week, we are actually looking for sculptors. So if you are in or kind of near the Baton Rouge area and you are a sculptor, we would love to hear from you. So that just kind of comes down to having the personnel to be able to do that. So yes, we would love to have another werewolf or a new modification, variation of lupus. It's just not coming yet. Emphasis on the yet.
And this is something you may want to just barely touch on, but any chance of a classic wolfman or vampire on the horizon? You may want to bring up the universal.
So yes, we will go a little bit more in depth into our universal license, which we have in the works. Our catalog, or the universal catalog, is pretty much open. So we have a few other things on the table. We're trying to do a wolfman, but with wolfman comes a lot of hair, and that comes a little bit pricey. So trying to work that out. Same thing with Dracula or a similar vampire. Likenesses gets a little bit funny, but we'll delve into that a little bit more about what you can expect to come from us, and CFX with the licensing stuff. Why are you doing that right there?
All right, Jason Hagen says it's me. Let's see. Kendra says we should do a Rougarou. Kevin McMullen.
We should do a Rougarou version.
What are your new lady fit masks?
Well, we don't have new lady fits right now. However, that will be changing hopefully come this summer, fall. What we had for our most recent lady fit was probably Pandora from 2 years ago. So trust me, honestly what we really want to do is redesign the female core so that it's a little bit bigger, because we found that the female fit we have right now is a little bit small on most people. It fits tiny faces like me. That's about it. So we're definitely going to try to look into redoing that core and then have a beautiful brand new line of female fit masks for you.
All right, that's all I see in terms of questions right now. But let's go spin over. Let's spin over here. Ken, why don't you jump in there as well? And this is kind of impromptu. We weren't ready for this one. I don't know why we didn't think about doing it. Pull it on out. It's like The Price is Right over here. We just have rolling stage pieces. We have wonderful ladies that are just sitting there showing off all the good stuff.
Hey Ken, you want to come talk about these masks?
Nope.
Why not?
Because
You know more about them.
Just got a message from Colby or something like that. I guess we're not seeing his messages on, or the comments on his feed.
I mean, we may be. There's just a lot of comments, a lot of things going on, so maybe we
It does kind of go by fast. If you want to ask a question again, I'm looking for it.
So that's year 2007.
2007.
It's year 1 Belial, OG Belial.
So you can see.
Look at those huge eyeballs.
I mean, you could drive a truck through those eye holes right there.
So, but still, even then, ears, eyes, nose, mouth, want you to be able to communicate. And yeah, you can tell that the thickness of the silicone, quite thick there.
Yep.
Quite thick there. Same thing with the Imp. Tilly's a little bit more squished. Not a whole lot of neck going on. There's almost no neck. And also
that V-cut bib.
Yeah, V-cut bib. It's also a very short bib versus a little bit mid-sized bibs that we're going on now. Wonderful seam job.
Right.
And so bear in mind, guys, that this mask is probably made in 2006, displayed in 2007.
So thick.
So you're looking at a 13-year-old mask right there.
It's good. Good evolutionary.
When I showed up to the shop, it was sitting in a box waiting to be put back on a head form. So,
Wow.
Jason, you are way late to the show. We haven't shown all the new masks. Those will be coming tomorrow.
Jason, where you been?
I'll do a quick little pan though, and if you look carefully, you may be able to see some of the new stuff on the shelves there. I don't want to make you guys all sick by moving around too fast. Bam! All right, and then we got Tabby and Amanda again.
Oh yeah.
I don't have my translation on right off the bat.
Sorry, we'll get back to you.
I have to get back to you, Gustavo. There's Jeremy Canley. We were just talking about you, Jeremy.
Oh, Kinley.
I remember seeing those in your booth in 2007 at the Chicago show, thinking, "What the fuck is a silicone mask?" Part of my language is R-rated.
You know, that's when we met you guys too.
Yeah, no, this is the very same year.
You literally wouldn't leave my booth.
Yeah. So if you guys want to know how Josh got his job at CFX, I just didn't leave. I showed up and did not leave.
Yeah.
Got a job by attrition. You
Yeah.
just got assimilated in the company.
It took him 12 years.
But yeah, that imp mask, and I wasn't as big on Belial at first, but Krusty and the imp, I was sold instantly.
Yeah.
Walked by the booth, I saw CFX before I saw anybody else. Sold.
Yeah, Josh would tell me stories about how, like, man, this mask company, I would just sit there at the booth and just want to get the mask. I'm sure they were sick of me, but I just wanted that mask.
And oh boy, were we. I'm kidding. I kid.
And now look, now he has to work with me every day.
Yep.
Now I can't get rid of them. We're best friends.
All right, well, it's kind of slowing down. We got a lot of viewers out there, you guys. There's a lot of you guys. You guys have any questions? We're free for
It's a
you.
live Q&A right now, you guys. If you have any questions.
Imagine we were at Fansworld and you were standing in our booth. Hey, show me this, show me that. Well, in the meantime,
Let's talk about the grab bag. So one of the really awesome things that you guys are going to get when you place your order with us at the...
it's a clown segment.
It is
If you needed some bubbles.
I guess it's not a trade show without Froggies getting in your booth. But so one of the really awesome things that we're excited to be able to give to you guys as customers of ours is our really nifty big CFX bags. They are amazing to carry your mask around in if you want to. They're big enough to do that. You can definitely display them in there. And they're also obviously reusable, so you can use them as a grocery bag. You can use them as a storage bag. You can use them as a gym bag. I don't know, that might be sticky. But I can put all your toilet paper in here. Yeah, you can put all your toilet paper in
Lysol
here.
and toilet paper
All your
fit
Lysol
perfectly.
and toilet paper will stack nicely in this bag.
All right, so Chet wants to know, what's the quickest turnaround on a full head mask? We have masks ready to go right now.
Yes, so Chad, that really depends on what you're looking for. I know Jonathan, I think, has, if not all, but at least most of the in-stock items available up on the website, so those should be live. So those are available to ship out within 3 business days, and then obviously just time in transit. If you're looking at something that is custom-made or made to order, we're looking at, I think, at about 6 weeks right now. Could be a little bit longer if you need heavy alterations or hair work. So if you're looking for something made to order that is not already ready to rock and roll, it's about 6 weeks. Anything that we have in stock is about 3 days before it ships out, and then it goes to you.
Will you guys ever do half mask without the full chest?
We have the ability to do that upon request for pretty much all of our masks. It's not something we normally offer, but if you want it, let us know. We can make it happen.
Is the head form included in the purchase?
Yes. So normally, this is also a bonus that you get when you come to trade shows. We don't have the ability to bring all of the big head, the full-size head forms, which is why you see the weird 3-piece travel ones. Since we're doing Fansworld,
Fansworld.
all the worlds. It's from CFX. You are going to get a head form. Normally you don't, but yes, anything that comes from us here at the shop, this time from Fansworld, oh look, we're getting plugged, will have the head form. So yes, I just said plug 50 times. Live TV. That's okay. It's the audience for it. So yes, long story short, you will get a head form.
Terry Meyer says, woohoo, and congrats on the universal masks.
Terry.
Will ever do a creature from the Black Lagoon sleeves and possible bodysuit?
Got a few more questions and conversations to have with Universal. We definitely want to do sleeves. We got to obviously talk to Universal and make sure we can do all that good stuff, but it is a hope and wish and want of ours. It's just getting everything approved.
And when will we see that creature mask?
Probably tomorrow.
She's being coy.
Maybe tomorrow. Very likely tomorrow, yes. We will probably do a whole Universal time slot. I want to say probably noon. It'll be our first thing. We're going to rock and roll. Get ready to go with that.
Josh Jones, we're going to move over real quick. There you go. There's Universal Frank. We'll talk more about him soon. All right. Let's see. Hello, CFX. I always thought your masks were awesome. Way too many clowns. Any cyborg masks that you can show?
Not immediately available because I think we're sitting on them.
But we can put that on for tomorrow at noon.
We do have two masks that we have done as cyborg or sort of android-like features. Brain Game was one we came out with last year. We have him, and we'll show you, but we have him in flesh and kind of like an engineered white coloring. And then Isaac. Isaac is our robot. He's up on our website right now. He normally comes in like a steel kind of coloring. He reminds me of Bicentennial Man, so very similar in that regard. But we've also done some mashups before. So we've done what we call a space ape. So we've taken the backside of Isaac and put our chip's face in there. So it's like a space ape kind of thing. So we definitely have the ability to do things like that to make things more android or robot-like. But definitely Brain Game and Isaac are two robots.
Aiden, your discounts are crazy good. I got a mask and 6 pounds of guts for the price of only a mask. That's the whole point, buddy.
Absolutely.
We want to get these masks in your hands.
UV guts or the regular guts?
Oh.
I think he was looking at the UV, Aiden, right? UV guts?
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited, you guys. I mean, this is why we do it. We want to make sure that we're offering you the best deals possible. I mean, there's no reason for us not to. You know, we're bringing the trade show to you. Since I know a lot of you guys can't come and see us at the trade show for credential reasons or travel reasons. So you know what? This is the easiest we can do. You know, it's easy on us. We're happy to do it. We're very happy to make you guys satisfied customers and provide you some really awesome products. Let's be honest. You got more questions?
No, but I think that might be close to it. We had about 30 people still watching us. 3 pounds of UV and 3 pounds of regular.
Awesome. Yeah. I like it. I like the mixture going on over there. That's exciting. Oh, what's up? Oh,
All right. Well, last chance for any questions, guys. They're turning the lights out on us here. It looks like it's that time. All right.
All right, guys. Bring those lights up just a little bit if you don't mind. Don't end the video just yet. Don't end the video.
There we go.
All right, guys.
We got Jonah Lee. More try-on and movement demos, maybe for the less popular masks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you want, look at the catalog, Jonah, and let us know what you're interested in us throwing on. We have well over 125 characters, so it's hard for us to just kind of pick and choose. So you tell us what you want to see, and we'll put it on.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Keep the comments coming because we go back and read them after the live feed's over, so we can answer more of your questions.
Yes. If we didn't answer your question on the live feed, I'm sorry. We can only scroll so fast. We will make sure that we jump on to the comments, like Amanda was saying, to make sure we answer your questions. Whether we've answered them on the live feed or not, we want to make sure that your question is answered, so anybody else might have the same question can, obviously find the answer there. So honestly, I think we're about cruising for today.
Say hello to Joe real quick.
Hi, Joe. But yes, so thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Today was just a warm-up. It was a teaser, trying to get you guys interested in seeing all the stuff that we've got going on the shelves right now. Tomorrow and the rest of the week, we'll definitely get into more of the nitty-gritties. We'll definitely be trying on more of these masks for you, showing you guys how they move, how they fit, showing you more up and close and personal to a lot of these other new designs that we have going on. Obviously, we'll be having a lot of fun over here. We're causing so much trouble over here.
What's the hardest mask you ever made?
Ooh, what is the hardest mask you've ever made?
Root?
What is
Step on.
Step into frame.
What do you mean by hardest
Yeah.
mask?
Yeah, what is
Like
The most
sculpting,
difficult mask to make, or the most difficult
sculpt
mask to
and
wear?
mold, wear. I mean, to wear probably Groot. Groot's very heavy. I mean, once you put him on.
Scott, Tater, yeah, all the new masks are listed on the website. They should be available now. Some paint variations may not be on there just yet.
I'm gonna correct Josh. Not all of them
Oh.
on the website just yet. Igor and Vengeance of our new masks are on the website. We will be releasing the other ones probably tomorrow. First thing tomorrow. We wanted to show them to you guys here first, and then get your opinions. But yes.
I would say, being the one who primarily, casts the masks, one of the hardest masks, one of the most complex masks that we have, Dread Knight.
Yes.
With
Yeah,
all
Dread
of
Knight.
all of the pieces and colors and parts to them. There's the canvas, there's the flesh, there's the leather, there's the metal. There's a lot that goes on with that mask, and it's pretty complex. It takes a while.
You're my
I
favorite.
think from a technical aspect, the frog.
Oh yeah, from
Jeremiah.
with the bladder.
That ladder.
That's
Getting
awesome.
that to work in the sculpting form.
Yeah, that's a pretty.
So the Jeremiah frog, we were working on an air bladder for him, and so that's what they're talking about in terms of its.
Well, his neck does inflate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could show that off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we have
We'll do a Jeremiah special.
That's what I was looking for. I was like, where? No, Froggy. So
Um,
yeah, so there you have it.
So
Dread
J-
Knight.
Jason clarified. He goes, most difficult design.
I mean, and this is probably just because it's recent memory, but the Vengeance mask was actually
That's
there was.
It's
there
funny.
was
I
a
was
lot
thinking
of-
about that. Yeah, that
there,
one
there were
actually.
a lot, like it looks like a really simple, straightforward mask, but in order to design the mask so that it worked in mold, and then you could actually like get a mold without it locking up, it took some creativity.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, and making the horns not wiggling.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our first casting.
And keeping the
horns
thing
were
light.
They're
wobbling around all
they're a
over the
little
place.
fluffy.
I got two quick questions. Best mask memory you guys have, and so like Kenny and Anthony, you guys are perfect to stay up there and talk about that one.
Honestly, mine isn't really going to go for monster. We did when we started doing the Cajun, we had a gentleman who was a burn survivor and had ordered the mask. Yeah, and I mean he called crying, saying that he got to go to the grocery store for the first time in like 10 years since his accident and like greet the mailman and whatnot. So I mean
I love
stuff
that
like that
story.
where you get to change somebody's life like that is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love that story.
Anthony,
Oh, I don't know. I can't beat that.
we'll just pan away on that one.
We'll leave it at that. I
And
guess.
so Joe Morton asks, can you do different makeup, or can you do a different makeup color to an existing mask?
We can, if you send a mask in, we can do repaints to some degree. You can, in most cases, apply grease paint to the mask. Grease paint isn't really going to hurt it. Be careful with reds on like a white mask. But if you have an existing mask that maybe you bought from somebody else and you want a different paint job on it, give us a call. Sometimes it's something that's easy to do. Other times it's just easier to get a new mask. So it's kind of.
We'll let you know. We'll be honest. We'll be upfront
Yeah.
if we can or can't do it. So yeah, just shoot us an email, give us a call, let us know. We'll be in touch with you.
And then last question, can I order only the ice cream cone, or does it need to be with the mask?
I could have said that too.
I will happily put an ice cream cone on a headband if that's what you really want.
There you go, Aiden. Ice cream cone headbands. I know what I'm going to be working on now for the next week.
New apparel. I know what we're doing next. Yes. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. If
See you
you have any
guys.
more questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. We will do our best to address them via, just conversationally, or try to address them on our next live feed. Join us tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time, and we will be showing you more really awesome stuff. We'll be doing some more try-ons at that point as well. Josh, it looks like you're about to say something.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you guys have any requests, think about them now and send us the requests early so that way we can get everything ready. Certain masks, we got to go dig them out of the boxes and find out where they are. Everything is kind of in our big road cases right now, so it may take a couple of minutes to find certain masks. But yeah, that's all I had to say.
Cool. All
See you
right.
guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. See you